The Chicago Bears have officially turned a major corner with the signing of wide receiver Luther Burton. This single move didn't just add another name to the roster, it electrified the entire organization, setting the tone for what could be a game-changing training camp. For much of the week, it seemed uncertain whether Burton, the 39th overall pick, would get his deal signed in time. But in a late turn of events, both sides came to an agreement on a historic 4-year, $10.9 million fully guaranteed contract, the first of its kind for a player picked 39th in the draft. This deal not only secures Burton's presence in camp, but also signals the Bears' commitment to turning their offense into a dangerous, high-powered unit. With quarterbacks and rookies arriving at Hollis Hall, the buzz surrounding the team is real. For fans who have waited years to see a balanced, deep offensive roster, this moment feels like the beginning of something special. Of course, questions surrounded Burton during the pre-draft process. Critics pointed to a drop in production during his final year at Missouri and suggested he had attitude issues. But those closest to Burton, including Missouri wide receivers coach Jacob Peeler, have firmly shut down those narratives. Peeler coached Burton throughout his college career and described him as a consummate teammate who never allowed frustration to affect his team. According to Peeler, Burton's reduced numbers in 2024 had far more to do with systemic issues in Missouri's offense and quarterback Brady Cook's wrist injury than with anything Burton did wrong. Opposing defenses keyed in on him, often doubling him in coverage, but even then, Burton stayed focused and supportive. He never got frustrated to the point where it was ever a detriment, Peeler said. That's the kind of attitude you want in your locker room. Even more exciting is Burton's skill set. Peeler believes he's the best player he's ever coached when it comes to yards after the catch. That's no small praise coming from the same man who once coached DK Metcalf and AJ Brown at Ole Miss. Burton doesn't just evade defenders, he makes them miss entirely. His ability to gain yards after contact will be a huge asset in Ben Johnson's offense, which thrives on dynamic playmaking. So as the Bears begin this crucial phase of preparation, the tone is set. A massive question mark around Burton's availability has been answered, and the young wideout is stepping into a system built for his strengths. The excitement around Hollis Hall is not just about the return of football, it's about what this group, with Burton as a key piece, could truly become. Before we dive deeper into what this means for the rest of training camp, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on your Chicago Bears. Let's keep building this community of fans who live and breathe the monsters of the Midway. Training camp has officially opened its doors, and while rookies and quarterbacks arrive today, the rest of the team is set to join by Tuesday, July 22nd. The very first practice, scheduled for July 23rd, will be closed to the public, but Bears fans can look forward to the first open session on Friday. While tickets were initially announced as free, they've unfortunately been resold online, adding a sour note to what should be an exciting moment. Still, the show goes on, and the real focus is on what's happening between the lines. Among the most talked about position battles is the left tackle spot. With Braxton Jones recovering from injury, there's a wide-open race between Ozzie Trapilo and Krana Megaji. Both players have the build, athleticism, and upside to claim the job. The competition between them promises to bring out the best in everyone. No matter who wins, the Bears are looking at improved depth and options at a premium position. Trapilo has already generated buzz, not just for his physical tools, but for his work ethic and smart decision-making. His ability to read edge rushers and adjust his footwork mid-play gives him an edge that might show up early in camp. Omegaji, on the other hand, brings an aggressive style to the field. If he can show consistency with his technique, this will be one of the best battles to watch this summer. Defensively, keep your eyes on Shamar Turner. Known for his relentless, almost wild style of play, Turner has drawn laughs and admiration alike. Sure, his penalty reel is colorful, but that energy could be molded into something powerful. The Bears need enforcers in the trenches, and Turner's play on the edge mentality fits perfectly if channeled correctly. The coaching staff has a challenge on their hands, but the reward could be immense. Then there's linebacker Ruben Hippolyte, who's quietly putting together a strong case for the number 3 linebacker role. He brings toughness, quick decision-making, and a solid understanding of how to plug gaps in run support. With the Bears likely to rotate heavily at linebacker in camp, Hippolyte's consistency will be key. Cornerback Zay Frazier is another name to keep tabs on. Coaches are thrilled with his versatility. At 6'3", with elite speed, Frazier could easily transition between cornerback and safety. With Jaquan Brisker's concussion history, this flexibility is a blessing. Frazier could provide vital depth and even push for starting reps if he shows enough command of the defensive playbook. The offensive line continues to shape up well with the addition of Luke Newman from Michigan State. Newman isn't expected to start immediately, but he's considered a reliable depth piece. He's tough, smart, and physical, just the kind of lineman you want when injuries inevitably strike. One area that deserves more attention is the running back room. With Ben Johnson now leading the charge, fans should expect a fresh identity that echoes some of Detroit's success. In that system, a two-back rotation was key, and the Bears now have the depth to replicate it. DeAndre Swift is back with his former coach and looks ready to thrive in a familiar system. Swift offers explosiveness, elite vision, and pass-catching ability that adds a layer of unpredictability to the offense. Meanwhile, all eyes are on Roshan Johnson. Many feel he hasn't gotten a fair shot yet to take over the kind of workhorse role David Montgomery once had. Johnson runs tough, protects the quarterback, and understands how to grind out yards after contact. If given a fair workload, this could be a breakout year for him. And then there's Kyle Monangai, the 7th-round pick with a running style that draws comparisons to the powerful, compact backs like Isaiah Pacheco in Kansas City. He's low to the ground, bounces off tackles, and shows an eagerness to fight for every inch. He may be a dark horse, but don't be surprised if Monangai earns meaningful snaps by midseason. Even names like Ian Wheeler have a chance to contribute. Following his recovery from injury, Wheeler started flashing late in the year and has shown he belongs. With so many potential options, the Bears can now run the ball with power, speed, or finesse depending on the game plan. The offensive identity is beginning to take form. Under Ben Johnson, expect balance, creativity, and an emphasis on matchups. With Burton now locked in and a rotation of running backs ready to contribute, Chicago's offense may finally deliver the kind of fireworks fans have been hoping to see. From the trenches to the secondary, the Chicago Bears have built something different this year. They've combined elite athleticism, proven coaching, and a renewed focus on team-first football. As camp ramps up and battles heat up, every step forward matters. Final thoughts. This isn't just another summer at Hollis Hall. The Bears have injected the roster with fresh talent, brought in a visionary coach in Ben Johnson, and resolved major contract questions before they became distractions. Luther Burton's signing is more than a feel-good moment. It's the symbol of a new era. The buzz around training camp isn't built on hope alone, it's built on progress. Every decision, every competition, and every new face adds to the momentum. The 2025 Chicago Bears are not only more talented, they're more prepared, more unified, and more dangerous. Now, it's time to turn potential into performance. With less than 50 days until the regular season kicks off, Chicago's path to contention is clearer than it has been in years. The journey is just beginning, and you won't want to miss a moment of it. Bear down.